All right, guys. So, man, just when you think they were supposed to learn their lesson, right? Huge news. Sony cancels two more PlayStation projects, including God of War Gas, developed by Bluepoint. And remember, Sony Ben said that they wanted to work on Days Gone 2? Guess what? They had them work on a live service game. This was all Jim Ryan and Herman Hulst, which I've been telling people. He's not doing a good job either. He needs to be put in another position. Sony Ben Studios game is now canceled. We could have had a Days Gone 2 next gen getting ready to launch. Blue Point, the people who did the Demon Souls remake, wanted to work on another great remake, but they put them on a God of War Gas game. Just got canceled. We're gonna have to think about this, y'all. All that stuff these PlayStation ponies were talking about Xbox. Man, man, man. Naughty Dog game, remember that got canceled. Concord got canceled or shut down. Let's think about this, guys. What's going on over there in the PlayStation land, man? Man, there's a huge shakeup going on in the Sony land. It's four games. Then they're talking about they want to push this Horizon game. I don't know. And then Bungie's Marathon? I don't know. Fair games? Hell no. Sony's in trouble. They're making all these movie shows and TV shows. They're making more TV and movie games than they are video games to the PlayStation 5. This is not looking good. Let's get ready to read into this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Been trying to tell y'all. Breaking, PlayStation has canceled two more live service games. So subsidiaries Sony Ben, the people who made Days Gone, and Siphon Filter, can't just get them to do it. All these opportunities they had to make great IPs, right? You could have had Siphon Filter next gen, Days Gone 2 next gen, worked on like a Shadow of Colossus next gen remake, Resistance next gen, or something, right? Infamous next gen or something, or Infamous remake. You had all those PS3 titles, SOCOM. But no, let's go make some bullshit like Concord, fair game. Have to make a God of War live service game? Who wants that? A more grindy God of War game? No, God of War was great the way that it is, and now that's out the window. So these are potential games that could have launched. They're supposed to be coming out this year and next year, and now PlayStation is looking even more empty. So that state of play, what are they going to show? This is not looking good. They had the chance to have an insane generation and they blew it all. Now Microsoft is capitalizing and Nintendo Switch 2 is around the corner. They messed up. Why don't y'all admit it? You know what I mean? Yeah, it sounds like bad karma, doesn't it? Fans have long wondered what Bluepoint has been working on for the last couple of years. Now that's thrown away, just like Naughty Dog's game, whole entire generation. I can report it was a live service God of War game. PlayStation did not say whether the cancellations will lead to layoffs, but they did say the studios will not close. A yeah, because it's not their fault. Person for PlayStation tells Bloomberg the company is working with Sony Ben and Bluepoint to determine their next projects. Here's my thing, too, guys. Let's think about this. Who directed all this? I'm going to tell you Jim Ryan. He was about to Don Matrick, the PlayStation brand. They got him out of there quick, right? Yeah, you got to get your punk ass out of there. He was being cocky and arrogant too. He's also the loser that tried to tell the world and the industry to add in the extra 5 million on PS2 before he left out. Guys, I wouldn't take that serious. To me, the PlayStation 5 is at 155 million. Maybe I'll give you 156 million. The Switch is already finna dust you, and it's way ahead software wise. I just feel like that's a loser move, and just everything he was doing, like he was just trying to. Oh no, man! He was driving him right into hell, man. Let me just tell you. So they're not going to get rid of the studios because they didn't release bad games. It was something that the leadership had forced in there. And remember, the according to what Sean Layden is saying, it seems like Jim Ryan kind of forced him out and then drove them off a cliff, right? And then he got booted out officially. I don't think Sean Layden just backed down. No, I think that he was forced out because he was fighting with him to not do that. Shuhei Yoshida recently made a statement too. I don't know if you guys knew about this. He says he could have stopped it, but he didn't. I don't know why he didn't. That's kind of weird. And then Herman Hulst was pushing a lot of things too. Ever since he's got in leadership, things have not been going well. So here we go again. You don't have your Japanese leadership. You want the Europeans trying to take over, and they're destroying your goddamn company damn near. And you sold out to California and got in bed with all that nonsense. PlayStation fans have speculated for years about Bluepoint new projects since the well-received Demon's Souls remake. They're the ones that did that. I can report that from 2002 to 2022, they were helping on God of War Ragnarok. Since then, they have been on the live service project that was canceled today. Now unclear. Sony Group Corporation PlayStation has canceled previously unannounced games at two of its top subsidiaries, the company said Thursday. The games at Oregon-based Ben Studio and Texas-based Bluepoint Games were both live service projects designed to have recurring revenue from players. Yeah, what was Sony been working on? They're talented. I like Days Gone, right? They were part of an ongoing strategy for those type of games launched by PlayStation several years ago that has led to mixed results. A company spokesperson confirmed the cancellations. Sony didn't say if cancellations will lead studio closures to layoffs. In a memo to staff reviewed by Bloomberg, the company said it's working closely with Ben and Bluepoint to determine what their next projects are to ensure that there is minimum business impact. The last 2 years have been difficult for the video game industry, which has seen tens of thousands lose their jobs in the wake of bad bets and slower growth. And then if we go down here, I know it was a God of War game. Damn it, live service is crazy though. Yeah, man, you gotta have experience with that. And they acquired Bungie, right, for 3.6 billion, and they're supposed to be greenlighting projects too to help them out. Where's that going? So yeah, do we see all these mistakes happening over here in the PlayStation world? And you want to sit over here and criticize Xbox all day? I think you guys need to wake up and be a little bit more intellectually. Yeah, sucks though, because I wanted to see what Sony Ben was working on. Bluepoint, I didn't even know they were working on a game, but that's just terrible. Wow, Bluepoint Gas, live service, God of War, good lord. Well, whose bright idea was that? Exactly. I think the same thing about a Horizon live service game. It's like, what, you have a spear and a bow? What are you going to do with that? How is that going to turn out? And there's supposed to be Chinese developers helping with that. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. Geez, WTF. I hope both were working on additional projects. Having Bluepoint do a live service game is just oof. Agreed. They were just they were burning Bluepoint on a live service God of War. Live service God of War. Oh, F off. See, a lot of people were just saying like when you think about these type of situations, it's like whose ideas were these? Right? Yeah. Jim Ryan's an idiot. Herman Hulst doesn't know what he's doing. He should have stuck to what he's doing. And who gave them those promotions to put them in those positions? We need to go to that too, because that's your decision. Let's try some AAA single player bangers instead. That's what I'm personally here for, to be honest. That's what most people get play PlayStation exclusives for, anyways. You know, they get those movie rush games, or they'll get some good single player game every once in a while. But oh boy, man, live service God of War, good grief, good lord. See, everybody here is saying the same thing. Jim Ryan should never be allowed to live down greenlighting so many live service games. Yeah, that to me was insane that he was allowed to do all of that. Like he had the power and he knew what he was doing. Same goes for Herman Hulst and the new leadership. Genuinely, consistently banana choices. I agree. Now, going over here to Twitter, we see it's all over the place too. Um, Bloomberg, two PlayStation games have been canceled. If we go down to certain comments, we're going to see people saying things. I feel like this is the time for Days Gone 2. Yeah, you already messed that up. It's like you messed up Naughty Dog's opportunity to make something. They didn't let them do it and made them work on a canceled live service game. Just let them make Days Gone 2, please. Absolute shambles. Ben should have been making Days Gone 2. Bluepoint should have been put on a remake of Uncharted or something. Something you could have had. But yeah, this is why Sony's Windows have been absent. They've been trying to work on that, and then all of them are just getting canceled and failed. The only successful thing out of all of this that they got lucky because of PC is Helldivers 2. Other than that, man, not good. And look, guys, we're gonna go over to a video that I made that I got attacked for. Where's it at? We're about to find this. And people were getting mad because I said this. I've been doing a lot too. PlayStation will continue to get live service games because Helldivers 2 success. PC Steam carried it. But no, that's not the one. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Sony PlayStation. Let's just click on this real quick. People got mad because I made this. Because I said Sony PlayStation leadership has been failing. New interview with CEO, Legacy Remakes. Let's see, PR. And he was saying this, right? And then we figured out, I did this almost 3 weeks ago. And then we figured out that they're canceling even more games. Like I said, the leadership has been failing. It's pretty obvious. Accept it, ponies. Coming on my channel, getting mad, attacking me because of that. There was just some funny stuff like, let me see. I know it's funny this comment. What, a person just telling how it is and not fanboying? No way, right? This person right here, he greenlit Concord right off the bat. You're wrong. Learn how game development works if you're going to talk gaming. Yeah, this person thought that Herman Host had nothing to do with Concord, by the way. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And this guy's coming on my channel trolling and getting mad. Just saying a bunch of dumb shit. Dude, PlayStation isn't failing. Xbox is the one who failed. Makes sense. You think they are doing great. I wouldn't even take this guy at his word. He has an ongoing fanboy history. Hey, Pedro Martinez, ironic your name is Spanish to the fact Xbox got big in Mexico. Face facts, your PlayStation isn't a PlayStation 2 anymore. Stop fanboying. What's funny isn't that Xbox is actually more popular in Mexico than it is in the States because PlayStation is whooping their ass in the US too, fanboy. It's like, you know what I mean? We're sitting over here just trying to talk about a problem here that actually matters. You know what I mean? That the leadership at PlayStation is not good. So why should we not talk about that? And then they come in trying to attack Xbox. And it's like, dude, wake up and live in reality. Feel sorry for the studio. Just let them do Days Gone 2 like they originally wanted to do, for fuck's sake. Which PlayStation would scrap this live service fetish they have. Was the Blueprint supposed to be working on a new IP? A live service God of War isn't a new IP. Sickening. Who'd have thought all these live service games would be a good idea when there already are many established ones out there. Way to try to compete with that when you already have your own niche. I agree. Sony should do what they do best, and there should have been a balance. You should be testing the waters with like maybe two every once in a while, right? It's not like just throw everybody off the rail. And it's like, but your whole career you've not been doing that. What the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean? So that's my take on this. And Bloomberg's article is right here, but it's not really saying anything that I basically haven't went over here. So, except, over the last few years, PlayStation has invested big in live service games, which are typically multiplayer games with microtransactions and other ways to get money out of players for months and years after they launch. These games are risky ventures, but they can be lucrative when they're successful. We know that. And yeah, Concord. Yeah, well, I know I'll get that comment on this video, which I kind of find pretty funny. But guys, I'm telling you, we know it. I know it. If they launch that fair game, it's going to be Concord 2.0. They should cancel that too. So go ahead and cancel that fourth game. Do the world a favor. Don't launch that game, Sony. Cancel it. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this. Crazy stuff, right? Man, I don't know, man. The PlayStation 5 is not looking as good as it should have been. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, y'all. Xbox fan base. Hey. Sounds like karma, huh?